In my last video, I was talking about how Zoink beat Society. Just under a day ago from when I'm uploading this, Zoink was able to beat Society after around 40,000 attempts, allegedly, and like 42 hours of playtime. And as I've said in many of these videos, I went to sleep, and then everything decided to happen. For example, in this video, I mentioned that Trick was playing Thinking Space 2, as Zoink was also playing Society. And I mentioned that, I think that Trick is the best out of the people that are playing Thinking Space 2, which is A6 and Nethermind, and then, not even a couple hours later, it might have been just an hour, I don't actually know the exact time, but Trick beat Thinking Space 2. I was notified via this tweet 18 hours ago from when I'm recording this saying, Thinking Space 2 100% for all my believers, I love you. And this completion came an hour after getting 95. So Trick got really lucky and unlucky at the same time. He died to the last click, which is just horrible. But also, he was able to beat it the same day, so it didn't really matter too much. So I guess you can see that as really lucky or unlucky. I would say lucky. And yeah, he basically streamed for 4 hours yesterday, and from what I know, he ended stream without beating it, from what I looked at. And he just ended up playing a bit off-stream and then managed to actually beat it. And then he made a quick 6-minute live stream just showcasing that he was able to finish it off. So, huge congrats to Trick. As you know, he is the first person other than, like, Zoink and Popoff to beat Thinking Space 2. And it continues this trend of Zoink and Popoff setting the bar for an era, and then everyone else just kind of has to catch up at the level below it. We saw it with Thinking Space 2 and Amethyst and stuff. No one was able to beat those levels forever, and then as soon as Society gets verified, people can do it. And then it happened before with Tidal Wave. Like, no one could really do Tidal Wave besides, like, Trick, Popoff, and Zoink. And then by the time stuff like Thinking Space 2 was rolling around and Amethyst were the new top ones, then we started seeing people actually beat Tidal Wave. But this isn't the only thing that's happened in the last day. I would just be making the video on Thinking Space 2 if that was the case, but a couple really cool achievements and a notable event happened in the community that I feel like I have to touch upon. A very talented player in the form of Xinity verified a potential top 5 Extreme Demon in Antarctic Lights. This is after 380,000 attempts, dying to 92% twice, and apparently the level might be harder than Tidal Wave. And now, that's what this tweet says. I don't necessarily agree with it. Here's the original post of Xinity verifying Antarctic Lights. This has been something that's been in the making for a long time now. I remember covering this level years ago on my review channel and completely missing the point of it, and I had to take the video down. But yeah, this has been years in the making, literally, and 5 days ago, we actually saw 92%. The reason I'm saying that I don't think it's top 5 is because I swear Xinity has stated that this level is top 10, and I'm pretty sure for most people it's been around top 10. Yeah, here in the description of the 92% video. Also, there's been a lot of figures in the GD community as of late commenting on this level's difficulty, and I just want to say that my difficulty opinion for this level, as the only one who has actually played it so far, is that the level is Acheron difficulty. Some people go as far as to say it's top 10 or even top 5, which that's just not the case. Now, if we're being real with the skill of Xinity, I doubt it's actually Acheron difficulty. I do think he's downplaying how hard this actually is, but yeah, saying it's like top 5 and then apparently even top 10 is a bit of a stretch. Now, with every super difficult 9 circles level, there's always the debate on if it will be the new hardest 9 circles level. Now, there's a couple contenders for what the hardest 9 circles levels is right now, because we have a few rated levels and unrated levels that are kind of around the same difficulty that no one can really say which is objectively the hardest one. Subsuming Vortex is the hardest rated one, but there's a level called Ultra Paracosm that is going to get placed in the next month that could be harder, and then of course we have unrated levels like Aquamarine, which I'm pretty sure is easier than Subsuming Vortex. From what I've studied on it, it's around Acheron difficulty, maybe a tiny bit harder. And then we also have Unnerfed Sukupen Circles, which is a very difficult challenge, and I would say the debate is more, is Antarctic Lights harder than Unnerfed Sukupen Circles? Because I feel like that in the modern age is more hard than Superswimming Vortex. Maybe in a few years' time that won't be the case with how spam players are now on the forefront. But yeah, it's a debate on if it's harder than that, and some estimates say that that level's as hard as like a low-end top 10, or maybe like a high-end top 15. So we'll see what happens. We don't know yet, we just have to watch and see. But also, the hardest achievements list posted a video of Tremor. And Tremor is a top 1 to 3 challenge-ish. We don't necessarily know if it's going to be top 1, it's just probably harder than VSC. And apparently it got verified. It's apparently done by the player Voltrix Ace, and it was done very recently. This is what the level looks like. Yeah, it looks stupid. I don't really need to say much. You can just watch the level and realize it's a challenge. Of course it's gonna be really hard. But the reason I've been saying, like, apparently during this is because from what I can tell, right now, the actual verification video isn't out yet, and everyone is just spamming saying that this is verified. And I believe it, this is the clip of the verification from what I can tell. But the actual video isn't posted yet. Everyone is just sharing the hardest achievement lists post here, because that is the only video format we have. I'm sure that doesn't really matter much in a couple days' time, because I'm sure it'll be posted soon. But as I'm recording this, the Antarctic Lights video and the Tremor verification video haven't been posted yet, so I guess we don't know if they're real, but yeah, they definitely are, and huge GG to both of these players. And lastly, this one isn't top level news, but I want to throw it in because I'm probably not going to make a video on it, because I usually don't with gauntlets, but the Spider Gauntlet recently got released, and 4 hours ago we actually had a video of the first level in it be showcased by RobTop. A lot of people don't know this channel exists, and they don't know it's official if they do, but Drumshash Spotlight is a official YouTube channel that is run by RobTop that showcases kind of new levels and just community stuff, I'm pretty sure, that are more official stuff like event levels, you know, weeklies maybe, gauntlets, map packs. I mean, not map packs, but you get the point, right? But yeah, that is pretty much all I have to say here, because there isn't really much to talk about regarding this. But yeah, huge congrats to every player I've mentioned here. I'm sure there's more stuff that's happened, but I'll be covering it in my next video. And just before I end the video, I might as well give a quick little shout out to someone who is a bit underrated and I think needs more attention. The player CC478, who is not fresh off the back, but recently beat unnerfed Sakupin Circles, which is a crazy achievement, debatably harder than even Antarctic Lights, which we've talked about. Recently nearly beat Silent Clubstep, getting a really devastating 98%, messing up the memory part, so wish them good luck on pulling through with this. Silent Clubstep is still nearly a top 10 level today, so that's still very impressive, so yeah. Huge shout out to CC478. Absolutely crazy day, and of course it always happens when I'm sleeping. I don't know why this is a thing, but every time I go to sleep, everything happens, so maybe I just need to sleep more often. But yeah, that's pretty much all from me. Thanks for watching all the way through, and peace.